You want to know why I don't have a coterie of supervillains?
Why?
My coterie of supervillains is 6 feet fucking under.
There, you see? Batman doesn't kill people.
Because he's a pussy.
He's a dark creature of the night.
He's a jackass who wrestles with murderers dressed like clowns and throws them in prison so they can break out of prison and then murder more people. Riddle me this. How many people you think Batman's indirectly murdered by being too much of a candy ass not to kill these fools who clearly need to be smoked once and for all, you wrinkly, Shar-Pei-looking dementia-infested fuck?
Jesus. I was just trying to make conversation.
Fuck it.
We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your hosts, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
Hey, Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your take's so hot!
Come on. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What is happening, everybody? Today is Tuesday, January 24th, 2023, and this is episode number 618 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
Whopper, 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 whopper.
Jose Guzman.
Snow can fuck off.
Welcome back, Jose.
Thanks.
Kelly Harris is here.
Sorry, I'm not feeling Jimmy.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. But you were feeling Jimmy. That'd be cool.
Is Jimmy feeling you?
Get ready for Jimmy.
Okay. And our good buddy Mahoney is here. What's up, Mahoney?
Kelly, no one Jimmy should have all that power anyways, so it's fine.
That is true.
Man, they can't put
It
that.
it sounded
that
like you said
song in movie
Snoke can
trailers
fuck
anymore.
off. So it was like you just watched The Last Jedi and you were like, man.
Snow can fuck off.
Well, I mean, yeah, him too. He did fucking absolutely nothing. He was goddamn useless.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
He was just a tall, useless motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like
That's
like
fair.
if the NBA team drafted this dude that was supposed to be a stud, and he just sucked.
Can we just stop for a moment? He was not tall. That was a hologram. He was normal height.
Yeah, he was like
It's pretty tall. Yeah.
he was tall compared to the
wasn't
fucking
tall.
human.
We saw it 2 times. Once as a hologram, once sitting in a chair. He was normal height.
Yeah, but he fucking cut him now. He was. I'd say he's a good
Listen.
6'8", almost
As a tall
7'3",
person,
maybe.
I
Here,
can
hold on.
say
No,
Snoke average 5'7".
no. Let's see. How tall was Snoke? Huh?
Oh, we're going off the rails early.
Tall
7'2".
Snoke.
7'2".
Yeah, because he was all
Oh
over,
shit! Exactly. That's fucking center, dude.
walking around Ray and shit doing
7'2",
this thing. Yeah.
7'2" regular or hologram form?
Regular.
7'2" regular.
25
Hologram,
feet
he was
hologram.
like huge.
Yeah.
But I mean,
What kind of shoes he wearing?
there's no barefoot.
He wearing?
Snoke
are
ain't
we
wearing
sure?
no shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for Jose to notice he
all
was
he
barefoot.
wore was that robe. That's it. No shoes, no socks, no undies, no shorts, no shirt.
Oh.
Just that robe.
Oh,
Only for buckets.
yikes!
Yeah.
So I told Jose this theory. I don't know if you guys have heard this or if you care because you watch Andor, but Andy Serkis is also in Andor, and
Andor Circus.
his character meets an uncertain fate, and there is a theory that Andy Serkis's character from Andor washes up on the shore at some point, and they bring him in for experimentation, and he becomes Snoke.
Oh.
Oh, I hope they don't.
Isn't he?
I hope they don't turn him into a useless 7'2" center.
That's right. He wasn't.
I was wondering if they
7'2".
ever explained why his face looks like an asshole, and I guess they
Because
did.
he was in the water
Because
all that time.
he was a useless asshole. He was a puckered up old prune who did goddamn nothing but get split in two. Or he
Yeah, I
got
gotta tell you,
stabbed. He didn't even get
those,
split, did he?
You
He
talking
got,
about Darth Maul?
No. Yeah, but at least they brought him back, and he was pretty bomb in the fucking cartoons. He runs some
I
shit.
would say those that sequel trilogy does not hold up to much scrutiny. they're not great.
Yeah.
Which one?
Any of them, really.
All of them.
Yeah,
Last Jedi I did enjoy, but as a whole, the three of them together.
No, it was not a
real
good
rough time.
cohesive trilogy. They all had great moments, and there was really cool shit, and there was really good character moments. But it's like
Yoda
it
never
did not-
drilled through a wall.
Nope, not once.
it did not feel like they knew what they were doing from start to finish, and they were
Well, Luke did
completely
suck
behind
It
it.
really
The milk
fell
out of a
apart
kitty,
with that
though.
last one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to fucking go off on a Star Wars diatribe, but they lost me on that last one pretty much immediately when the crawl was like, somehow the Emperor has returned, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so we're not even gonna try.
It was in Fortnite. You love Fortnite.
No,
The
that
Emperor was brought back in the split of Fortnite.
Yeah, it canonically happened in Fortnite. We all know this.
But even in Fortnite, Kelly, it was kind of like, hey, what's up? It's me, the Emperor. I'm back. I don't know how.
Yeah,
I'm
you
back
didn't
in
have
the
to find this
store,
reboot
bitches.
card or anything. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
that's
who
just because
raised the Emperor?
you weren't the guy who brought him back. Someone
Yeah.
did. You weren't in that game.
They said, "I know we told
No, we
you
would've
I
heard the
wouldn't
reboot
come
van.
back, but
It's
Can you imagine if they were like, the Emperor's back? Apparently, they used a reboot van in something called Fortnite.
Many
so
tomato heads died to bring us this information.
So many dead fish sticks. oh man. All right.
You gay fish?
So much. Fucking tired, you guys. Real sleepy. But that's okay.
I bet.
I was playing some Horizon Forbidden West a minute ago. Got that done. I finally got around to firing that sucker up. Did you play Horizon, Kelly?
No.
I know not the nicest can now that it's they got it on one of those free collection games from the PS5, so you can play that shit whenever you want.
oh shit!
I like the Horizon games because they are just hard enough. Like on normal mode, you're not gonna waltz through it because the battles are hard because you're fighting these big giant robots. Like I just had to fight a giant T-Rex and a big ass robot bird of some kind, and it took a while. Like it's not you're not gonna, there is no God mode kill weapon. So it's
What's that
tough.
bird sound like?
I don't know. That's, oh my god, I'm triggered. There it is.
Watch out, Lee. It's coming for you. It's like, check out that guy.
Stupid. So stupid.
I'm going straight for his eyes.
so dumb.
That thing flies over this way. I'm batting it out of the sky barehanded.
But it's good. It's fun. Would recommend. Other than that,
My
it's been
favorite
pretty
part
chill
about-
lately, honestly.
I'm sure we'll talk about this in the future, but when we get to our thing in the Discord about battling animals, my favorite part is when people will come out and they'll be like, personally, I don't think I could take an eagle. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think you could take an eagle either. Okay, let me just make that real clear. Saying I could take an eagle. I agree,
okay.
you can't.
All right. Mahoney's back on his bullshit because somebody posted up in the Discord the other day this chart of, the animals that people think they can take.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't believe so few people think they can take an eagle. And you're like, fucking no. Of course not. Like,
It's an eagle.
yes.
Yeah.
It's literally endangered. It makes a living off of dying.
What? What?
Nah, man. No, man. Like, I've
I'm
got
just saying,
If
if
that
an
logic
eagle,
checks out.
if an eagle was so tough, why are they all almost dead? Huh?
For deforestation, mostly.
Nah.
Cheating.
You know what that sounds like? An excuse.
No, it sounds like
Because
fucking
you know what
when
happens?
you stomp on somebody's foot.
Deforestation means it pushes them out into the place where they meet people like me, who swat them out of the sky.
So, because of all this fucking nonsense, I did some research on eagles today. So all right,
What'd you
so a
find out,
golden
Lee?
eagle has a wingspan of goddamn near 8 feet. These fuckers are huge.
Yeah.
Only
What's
weigh
it gonna
about
do
10
with them?
pounds.
Tickle me?
No, it's gonna dive at you, going 200 miles an hour, and rip your
Yeah.
goddamn face off.
No. No.
No. He says no.
This is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen.
200
The
miles
eagle's
an
gonna
hour.
dive.
They fly out of the sky.
Yeah, listen. 200 miles an hour, you got no time to do anything. 200 miles an hour, the thing's gonna be diving down. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna duck. Boom! Right into the ground. Dead.
We're gonna put this to a test. We're gonna create
They
like
snatch
a.
other birds out of the air to eat them.
We need an animal obstacle course for Mahoney to run through.
These
He has to
fuckers
like.
eat.
It's called the zoo.
du-
And I'm gonna make the news when I run
Okay.
through it.
You have to run
you're
through
gonna-
it
you're
and
gonna do the
dodge
gauntlet?
one attack from every animal. You can't leave the cage until they attack you once and you dodge it.
Like, a man bought a ticket to the zoo and immediately fought every animal in there. I'm gonna go
Random.
through like it's a game of Fortnite, and I'm getting the crown.
I just imagine this fucking eagle, like, swooping down and jacking, like, foxes and, shit like that. Fast critters. And the Mahoney's just like, I'll just calmly step to the side. I'm
Fast
sure it'll be
critters.
fine.
Fast critters with brains the size of a walnut. You know what a fox is never thought to be? Duck.
What duck? He's 8 inches fucking tall.
Yeah, you know why? That he can't duck. That's their weakness.
You know who can duck?
Oh,
A duck.
Snoke.
Snow.
No, Snow could not duck. We learned that in the movie.
He's gotta.
Oh, Christ.
He was just that lanky, tall dude who couldn't fucking shoot, couldn't rebound, couldn't block, and you picked him first.
and
you're like,
talked all
"God damn
kinds
it."
of
Jose.
shit.
And then that small
Jose.
little dude is just balling, the one you skipped to pick the fucking tall guy.
Jose, how many eagles could Snoke fight at once before he died?
Fucking, he'd
Half
probably.
a one?
Yeah, no shit.
half
I
an
think
eagle?
he did probably
Yeah.
die when he saw who he was fighting. He'd just have
Which
a heart
half are we
attack.
doing? Like horizontal or vertical?
It doesn't matter. Either one's going to fuck Snoke up.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So, yeah, join the Discord. See what kind of fucking nonsense is happening.
Yeah, join the Discord so you can learn that I'm in the top 6% of people who can defeat animals in a fight.
Or at least he thinks he is.
No, I am.
He says, no, seriously.
They posted it. They posted
I
the
am.
facts.
Just a fucking hold my beer talk waiting to happen. Getting your face clawed off by any number of woodland critters. Fucking ridiculous. Otherwise, man, honestly, besides this fucking nonsense, there's not been a whole lot going on. I rearranged a whole bunch of shit up in the office and the hallways and making room for cool new shit I got for the holidays and making sure I had a nice place for the Robos and Optimus because I had him because he's real big and he's long and as I sat it down.
Down to get the
on
friction
like,
on.
He's so much friction on. And I put it down, kind of, underneath some of the shelves in my main area in the office, and I'm like, this doesn't deserve to be on the floor. This needs a proper place. This made me sad, and I felt dirty inside. So I had to rearrange some shit, and now he looks fucking super dope where he's at. It's great. And the only other thing I want to talk about was Last of Us on HBO is so good, you guys. It's so fucking rad. Anybody else watching that at all? Because it's fucking perfect. So good.
I hear it's good.
Yo, it's real good.
Is it weekly?
Yes, it's weekly.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to catch it with the lady before I dip out again. But it is on the list.
Like if you've played the games, it's a very, very good adaptation. If you haven't, it's just a rock solid fucking program. Scares the bejesus out of my beautiful wife and daughter many times because they have no idea what the fuck's coming. It's very cool. They do a thing in the show that they didn't do in the game, which is pretty cool. So the whole concept is that there's a fungus that evolves and gets into people and turns them into not quite zombies, but zombie-esque things. And the fucking world evolves, and the show takes place primarily 20 years into this new world. And so the thing that they kind of brought in, and it's some shit that happens in real life, which is fucking terrifying, is that these types of funguses that exist in reality, they can exist underneath the ground and can as a singular organism can span miles, just growing out, and it's fucking terrible because nature's terrible. And so they have these little threads, these little feelers that come up, and if you step on one that's alive, anything that's touching it, any of the other creatures that are touching it within that mile area will know what the fuck you are, and they just swarm on you. And it's horrible because nature's real scary, you guys.
Unless you're an eagle, then you're not scary at all.
Goddamn right. Eagle ain't scary as shit.
First of all, if The Last of Us was a show about a man and a girl trying to keep away from eagles, it'd be boring as shit. They would just step out of the way. They'd be walking. They'd hear this. Nice. They'd hear this. Oh, step to the left. Oh, okay. Missed us. Perfect.
Okay.
Problem
Sure.
solved.
Sure. Yeah, watch that.
That's another problem with an eagle. They can't just attack. They got to announce it. You gotta be like, "Yeah, I'm coming." Yeah. Shut up. Maybe you'd get me if you snuck up on me.
Oh, speaking of HBO Max.
Good point. Didn't think of it that way.
Jax and I watched a good chunk of the 67 Batman movie the other day because he didn't know what the hell it was. He was like, what is this Batman in his pajamas? And I'm like, oh, buddy.
It's like, Dad, what's a fever dream?
It's really funny because he got it pretty quick. He got it.
Nice.
Like when he's like, dropping bat ladder. He just cackled. He was like, bat ladder? Get the fuck out of here, bat ladder. I thought he was going to piss his pants when they busted out some bat shark repellent. The noble porpoise gave his life so the Batman and Robin could escape. He was cackling. Fucking, it's so stupid. It's a good time. Would recommend watching Batman 67 with a small child. Real dumb. Real dumb. Oh shit! And put the trailer out for the Harley Quinn very problematic Valentine special. It looks fantastic. Can't wait for that. Looks so great. And then what's not so great is that fucking Velma show. Watched all 4 episodes of that so far, and it's
What is there only
not
4
good.
right now?
4 so far. Don't know how many more there are gonna be. But I gotta
How many
watch
more
it.
are you watching? You're gonna
all of
finish
them.
it out?
I'm in now. I gotta
Why?
watch them all now.
Why?
Because they're
Lee, I just
short.
want to point out
if he's
that you
4 in, he's gonna see how it ends. You're already
you
pot
did not
committed.
lose in fantasy football, so we didn't punish you. So you don't have to do this.
You tried to lure us into it, and we were all like, "No, thank you."
I mean, there's something there. It's not good, but there's something there.
Just watch Scooby Doo.
Oh,
The something that's there
Scooby-Doo.
is Scooby Doo.
No, the something that's there is far from Scooby Doo. It's not Scooby Doo at all. it's very un-Scooby Doo, as a matter of fact.
But what you want it to be is Scooby Doo, so watch a Scooby Doo.
I didn't want it to be Scooby Doo, but
Go
instead it
watch
was something
Monk.
else, and it's not very good.
Go watch Tony Shalhoub.
Is Monk like Scooby Doo?
Jose.
Does Monk have a talking dog?
Monk? The show? Does he have a talking dog? The reality drama Monk?
Jose's like, wait. We talking Monk? Or we talking Friar Tuck, Robin Hood's best bud?
Yeah, I don't think Monk had a talking dog.
But at one
Why
point,
definitely.
weren't you quoted as Monk is Scooby Doo?
Yeah.
Oh,
He can't even remember his own
I'm
nonsense.
not
I don't
insane.
know.
That happened,
sounds,
right?
that sounds about a me thing.
Okay.
Listen, we've been doing this too long.
Yeah,
Man, shit.
Say a lot of shit.
I've
We
done
got lost
forgot
our own
more
continuity,
jokes than
it's
some
fine.
people say in a lifetime.
Mhm, mhm.
but it's so wild because but much was made about Velma being a brown girl by the kind of people that make noise about those kinds of things, and but it's fine. Who gives a shit? But it's interesting because Shaggy's black and Daphne is of Asian descent. I don't know where she's from exactly.
Black Shaggy.
Black Shaggy, who doesn't like who goes on. He's like, I do not like drugs. It's like
Was the first thing
we
he said
get
it wasn't me?
Yeah, it has to be, right?
No, he has not yet.
Is it voiced by Shaggy,
Oh, it should
the
be.
artist?
No, he's trying to. He wants Velma to like him, but Velma's gay, you guys. Dun dun dun. But Fred's still a white dude because he has to be, because Fred's only purpose in the show is to play the role of entitled rich white boy. It's very it's all like everything it tries to do, it just doesn't do well. So you kind of like, oh, they're trying something, but it's just not working out. But maybe they'll stick the landing. It's possible. And there's worse things. I've definitely watched worse things at midnight by myself.
And what's the purpose of her?
Elevated.
What is she? Is she? Are they solving crimes, just not without the coolest dog in the world?
She's working on one crime at the moment. She's trying to solve the mystery of her disappearing mother. But before she kind of decides she's going to do that, she refuses to solve mysteries because she thinks that her penchant for mystery solving is what made her mom run away or get killed or whatever. So she has these crazy panic
Probably.
attack and hallucinations.
She is probably right.
Sounds like a real pain in the ass, for being honest, Velma.
Yeah, and she kind of comes to that realization where she's like, okay, I think I might have been a huge pain in the ass. Maybe mom ran away because she didn't love me anymore.
Yeah, son,
fuck
that all checks out, Thelma.
Velma.
It's whatever. It's fine. What you got going on, Nyes? What's happening?
Oh man! So
Oh, I know what
we
you've been doing,
talked.
and it's so good.
Last we talked,
Uh-huh.
we had finished painting the game room. We had ordered some shit from IKEA, and the next day after the last week's podcast, I was gonna be putting together shelves for my turtles. So I spent all day doing that. Yeah. I got one built, and I kind of had to beta test it because even though the street diorama should technically fit inside the case, it can't get past the door frame. So I was like, fuck, am I gonna have to build this thing inside the case? Or I did like Mary suggested, and I just removed the top and then lower the thing into the fucking case, you guys. What the fuck am I doing over
Love
here? But it fits so perfectly, except there was a 1-inch gap between the frame and the top of the cardboard backing on the street diorama. So I popped that in the Toy Fair thread and like, dudes, I need your advice. And collectively, we decided I needed to raise that shit up. So I pulled a Jose and I went and got some of that pink foam board.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
And
Hit up that pink foam board. That
cut
shit's the
2
good
pieces,
stuff.
inch thick, to match the bottom of the street diorama. Painted them up real nice. I used the paint from the fucking wall, so that's cool.
Oh,
And
there you
Taste
go.
not, want not.
It looks great. And so I've got 4 more lights coming to put in the top. I already got the lights installed on the bottom. And I think
Nicole liked your cabinet so much that she gave me the okay to get something like that for downstairs. I'm like, what?
Fuck
Oh,
yes, dude.
oh,
So,
shit.
I've got more weather stripping
He's
coming.
gonna fill him with all the shit you leave on the counter.
I got that self-adhesive like brush weather stripping. I just ran out, but it works perfectly and creates such a seal along the doors. I'm so excited.
That's awesome.
So I spent a good part of the weekend opening 5 years worth of Ninja Turtles toys. Some of them I have not seen in 5 years.
Been a long
Never
time.
opened. My poor little fingers were sore at the end of it.
I believe that.
Only had
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple of casualties that I had to fix with super glue. By far, the worst figure that I opened was the cartoon April O'Neil, bobblehead, loose midsection joint. Sucks. Terrible. They should be embarrassed that they put
Just
that
a
out.
fucking loose goose, huh?
Yeah. The best figure I opened, though, unsurprisingly, the Toka and Razar are just
Oh, yeah.
amazing to hold
Yeah.
in my little hands. I forgot until I had it in my hand that Toka has articulated eyebrows. So you can make him be sad Toka
Oh.
or angry Toka. It's so stupid. I love it.
Just so toka.
And then
That's great.
And they're fucking beefy. They are goddamn
sure are.
beefy.
my Secret of the Ooze Turtles came with a little Dockshore Club backdrop that I didn't realize, so that's going to look great in the display. So
Yeah,
I've
I've never
got
seen that before. Like, I've never
Yeah.
seen anybody like show that part of it. That's fucking cool.
so I've got mostly everything open. I'm just waiting for these lights, finish up the kind of build on everything, and then I'm going to start placing them boys where they go and see how much space I
a
have
couple
left.
more today. Mailed you a couple more today, so they'll be in there in a few days.
Oh, hell yeah. Hooked it up. Oh, APB for a NECA Toon Usagi Ujimbo for Lee. If anybody sees one in stores.
Yeah. If you come out across one of those, let me know.
Yeah, because that dunce didn't buy it when it came out.
I tell you what, as I was going through the boxes, I was like, you know what? Some of the ones I wasn't sure were going to make the display, there was no point in me opening. So I was going to put those towards the end. And a couple of them I did eBay the price. And, you know, if they weren't selling for a whole shitload more than they were listed for originally, I was like, no reason to flip these. Like, I'll just keep them. But I tell you what, you remember that glow in the dark, light up, translucent Spirit of Splinter that
Oh, yeah.
came with the light up fire?
The loot crate,
It was
right?
Loot Crate. That shit
Yeah.
is going for like $300 right now.
God
Get the
damn.
We'll
fuck outta
lip you
here.
for real, motherfucker.
Well, I'm like, okay, so I definitely don't need to put this. I don't need to break this one out. But do I flip it now, or do I sit on it for another 20 years?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't
it's,
know.
it's not going to get any
Flip it
cheaper,
down,
that's for
like,
sure.
Sit on it 20 years. We might all be dead in 20 years.
That's true. Let's say 2
yeah.
years. We'll see. We'll
20 years
see.
is a long time
I'm
from
You're
definitely
gonna be wandering
considering it.
around the woods fighting off all these spore-infected
Mhm,
eagles. You can't. They're not gonna be like. I think I should drop $6,000 on a Ninja Turtle toy.
What if currency is Ninja Turtle toys?
Oh man, you'd be the richest man.
No, I don't have them all. I had to put a stop to them at some point. And I'm
That's
glad I
true.
did, because shit's going to fill up quick.
Yeah, but think of all the cool shit you could get if you had $300 extra for
That
selling
you
it.
could enjoy for 20 years.
Right? We'll see. I should have sold that goddamn April O'Neil 2-pack. That thing was also going for probably $100-$150.
The farm one?
No, it was the Toon one, with the shitty Toon April in it. Because
okay.
That's the one I snagged on Target. Like, as I was mowing the lawn, I was checking my phone, and I was able to snag that off of Target online.
Oh yeah.
And then they've never restocked or like done an online pre-order for April whatsoever. And they did that Channel 6 pack, but it was Cat April. So unless you were the lucky few to get that shitty ass April way back when, you don't have an April in your Toon Turtles display.
Who came with the April?
Who came with what?
The April and the 2
It was the slashed Foot Soldier. So the April
that
and
fucking
Casey.
sucks.
Well, no, I definitely wanted the Foot Soldier for adding to the ranks, but I wanted the April, but fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been kind of all encompassing right now. It's my main focus is getting this fucking done. Her dad and stepmom are coming in a couple of weeks, so I had to clear out that room. That was part of the motivation for getting this going. And then I gotta get cleaned up and put away all the shit I don't have spots for. I don't think I'm gonna have room for my vintage collection turtles in these cases, but I'll figure something out.
It's always for the next set of cases.
IKEA has a lot of great options for glass cases, and specifically the Millsbow is perfect size for the NECA Street diorama if you don't mind lowering it in from the fucking top.
And now, what's it called for those of us playing at home?
Millsbow.
Millsbow. All right.
Millsbow Baggins.
They're $2.99. So
Real Minsbo.
not cheap, but not, $2,000 like I've seen some of these glass cases.
Right.
And I feel like I said it last week, but I'll say it again. Constantly impressed with not only the Swedish engineering of IKEA furniture,
Swedish.
but the engineering of how they ship the pieces. Like, I thought I was missing a huge piece, but no, it was just hidden. They had packed it so fucking well. Everything kind of nests inside of each other. It's amazing.
Nests like some kind of furniture eagle.
You found it.
Nestle Quick.
Nice does furniture be like?
God damn it.
Nice sitting on his couch and a friggin' end table just comes screaming through the living room and takes out a rat.
Why is there a rat in my living room?
I don't know.
The fucking dog doesn't stand a chance, though. That dog is not dodging anything.
Oh my god. I don't know. She got zoomies sometimes.
God. What you got going on, Jose? The fuck you been?
Just fucking Chicago for 2 weeks. Did some shop time, did a little show. Froze my goddamn balls off. Cold as shit. It
Rip
was.
balls.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I can deal with the heat because, you know, I'm good at taking shit off. But when you got to start layering shit, you just start getting like bulky. And it's fucking just
Looking
fucking.
like that kid in
I
the
don't
Christmas
like
story. We gotta
Yeah.
help Jose up.
I'm just waddling around. I don't like it.
Well, I mean, you're a tropical people.
That is true. Yeah, it was cool. We fucking went to this place called Pequod's. Have you ever heard of that, Lee, in your time there, or Nice?
No.
Mm-mm.
It's that deep dish where they kind of like burn the crust real good.
Okay. All right.
And it was good.
Like the Detroit style.
No, because it came out round. So,
Okay.
but okay, they burn the crust like the Detroit style, but it comes out as a
Chicago
a circular
dish.
deep dish. Yeah.
Mm.
But it's still the like super, just like a cheese casserole type shit they do up there.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
I'm
as
okay
fuck.
with that.
But it was good. Two pieces of that was pretty good. We went to this fucking bomb steakhouse, got some.
Well, hey, it's cold as shit, but at least they're fucking feeding you well. That's nice.
Yeah. Every now and then we try to go somewhere cool because you can only eat the same shit so many times before you're like, God damn, I'm tired of this.
And if you're traveling, hell, why not?
Yeah. Fucking, it's about to get wild, y'all. There's gonna be some road happenings. So I hope Chicago. I've been to Chicago like fucking 20. I don't know how many fucking times. Have yet to see that fucking fountain on in person.
Well, of course it's not going to be on in fucking January.
but I'm just saying, like every time, it always works out. I'm always up there when it's cold. C2E2 was always fucking too cold. This is always too cold. I'm never going to see that fountain on, man.
That is kind of fucked up when you think about it. Like, of all the, because you're right. Of all the fucking times you've gone to, not once.
Yeah, exactly. Like if somebody told you they've been to Chicago 20 plus, you'd be like, well, you at least seen the fountain on once, right? No. The answer is no.
And to be clear, we're talking the fountain from the beginning of Married with Children.
Yes, the one that I pretend is Lake Eola because I can't see it.
Wasn't that fountain on when we were at your the bachelorette party? Didn't we go there? Was it not on? Maybe it wasn't.
We went to did we go to the Bean? Let's not think about that night.
We went to something with water.
Oh, we went.
Nobody was flicking beans.
We went and looked at the lake.
Maybe it was a lake.
And a White Castle.
Yep. And then Wrigleyville, the end.
And Tito threw up in a free comic book day bag so quietly. It was like he didn't do it at all.
And then as everything unwound around us, was like, all right, driver, that's it. And he was like, you got 15 more minutes. I was like, that's it.
You want 15 more minutes of this? Are you having fun?
Yeah. Like, no, we don't have 15 more minutes. Get us back.
We need out. Out now.
Like half the bus is crying. Let's go.
Remember that time we...
I remember just watching you guys walk in and it being like you've been through a war.
I said let's not talk about it.
I just say
How was your week?
There's no more loving, caring couple in the world than drunk Jose and drunk Tito. Because drunk Jose wants nothing more than for drunk Tito to be safe and happy.
Yeah, because we're having a good time, and I want to make sure everyone has a good time, and I definitely want to make sure Tito has a good time.
I will always remember you waking him up repeatedly to ask him if he was okay. Just laying in his bed asleep, and you'd be like, "Hey, you good?"
Oh my!
And he's like,
God.
"Yeah." And he falls asleep, and you're like, "Tito, you good?" Like, he's asleep.
Gotta make sure he's alive.
You forgot to tell him to spin his arms really fast.
Yeah.
He had to make sure he
Oh,
wasn't
God.
Jimi Hendrixing himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those listening at home, if you ever think you're gonna Jimi Hendrix yourself, just spin your arms really fast.
Yep.
That's just a fucking fact.
For like 2
The only way to
hours.
fix it.
What you got going on, Kelly?
Nothing really. So since we last talked, I subscribed to Marvel Unlimited, so I can
Okay, I
read
have that.
all these fucking.
Is that
X-Men
like their
comics.
OnlyFans?
Yeah,
It's where you see the balls.
yeah, yeah. It's every panel is just a little bit longer than the regular versions, and you see their balls.
Okay.
And it's always just like Wolverine's just like, "Hey, bub, I sat in gum."
God.
All right.
But I'm enjoying myself with my time so far with Marvel Unlimited. I'm halfway through all of the original run of the various Age of Apocalypse series. And let me tell you, Age of Apocalypse is fucking rad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These books rock.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so I'm having a good time with that. But yeah, no, this is definitely a service I'm going to be keeping around once I finish all my various X-Men readings, just because it's, I don't know, the amount of money I would spend on just buying old random Marvel shit that I want to read is
Sure.
going to be cut down a whole lot. I definitely won't be buying things that are already in my collection that I do not feel like digging out of a box to read, because I've done that several times. And now I can just go read it in my phone.
Fantastic.
So then I can use all that money to buy new little guys.
Hell yes.
Tell us about the little men you keep buying, Kelly.
I keep buying so many little guys. Just buying all sorts of Godzilla little guys and
They're called
Ultraman.
orphans.
little guys. I just bought some Pokemon little guys and two Superman vintage Japanese little guys.
No.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so those are in my box. They'll come fucking who knows when, but yeah. Love buying little guys, you guys.
I love that for you.
Everyone should find some little guys to buy.
Oh man, I told you guys about this, but I've got the figures in the cases, but they're not stood up or posed or anything. But because they're shut in there, every time I open the doors, it's like, oh, fresh
hell
toys.
yeah.
Oh yeah, amazing.
That really
I'd
is
be
an amazing
opening it
smell.
so often.
But then you gotta close it back real fast. You want to make sure it stays in there.
That's
you know?
right.
Oh,
You gotta
yeah.
seal it in.
Already had a couple incidences where I had a couple standing like on the top shelf, and we'd be in the other room and we'd hear something fall, and the doors saved them.
Good.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I dig it. Good. What you got going on, Mahoney? How's the fucking
Just,
edition
you
coming?
know,
You almost done?
The normal. The house is all ripped apart. Everything's all ripped apart. What'd they do? Last couple days, let's say Tuesday. So last week, second half of last week, they did all the plumbing. So that's all done. Only thing they have to do left with that is like, obviously it's all still down to studs and everything. So they didn't like connect like the tub or the toilet or any of that. So they'll come back and do all that towards the end. But they've run all the lines and everything. And over the past 2 days, they did all of the like HVAC stuff. So they ran all the new. The way we're heating and cooling the addition is with like a separate system that's going to be up above it. So
nice.
they installed that and ran all the ductwork and everything because your furnace
that's real nice,
and
yeah.
our furnace and central air is like precisely designed for the size of your house.
Of course.
So
yeah.
the two options was you either like completely replace that with a larger unit, or it was like, or we could just heat this with its own separate unit. And I was like, yes, please, because it's all upstairs anyways. And when you have a 2-story house on one zone, miserable because you can never get the upstairs cool enough without making the downstairs frozen.
Can confirm.
As you all know, you come to my house, it's goddamn freezing in the first floor because you need the second floor to be pleasant. So yeah, so they're doing that, and then the electrician comes not tomorrow, but I think tomorrow's Wednesday, like Thursday, Friday, the electrician comes and runs all of that. So cruising right along. Once that's in place, I think we move on to drywall.
Damn, son.
What you gonna do with all that foam?
I am real over it. I'll save it for you. You gotta come get it.
I'll come get it. Don't tempt me.
Let's do it. Let's do it. They just took a dumpster full of stuff you would have loved.
I bet.
But it was also full of snow.
Stuff I don't love. God damn it.
But yeah, I am very much over not having a bedroom and not having my bed and not having a place to work and all of those things. So looking forward to this wrapping up.
Yeah, it's temporary bullshit.
Yeah. It's going to be very nice. It's going to be very nice. Katie's new bed comes Friday. So we'll finally be able to put her room together. Because we have it like half put together now. Because it's like, what's the point of trying to hang anything on a wall if you don't know where the bed's going to be, you know? So we are slowly making progress. It's going to be real nice to be finished. That's it. That's all I got going on.
How old is Katie now?
That's all I do. She is 10. Going to be 11.
That's about when we got Zoe her new furniture. It's a good age for that kind of big kid stuff. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, good for her. Yeah. On the one hand, it's exciting watching you do your thing. It's like, oh, cool, that's great. Cause like I got a good sized house. It's something that I could do at some point. And then I'm like, oh god, but think about all the other stuff about it that sucks. That doesn't sound cool.
Yeah.
like the shit that sucks sounds horrible. I don't like that part.
Yeah, think about how much it will upend your life for months at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be a lot. It'd be a whole.
That part is not fun. That part is not fun. If you could have them like come in and do it while you were away, do that. You know,
like
do
one of those
what was
extreme
that
home
show?
makeovers.
Put the bus. Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
You leave, you come back, it's all done. Do that.
Move this bus.
Exactly.
Why
And
don't
then
they do
you're
that
standing
anymore?
out
Did
there
someone
waiting to
die?
see it.
Just a big eagle cage.
Yeah, eagle comes.
Nothing but eagles in there.
Oops, all eagles.
Oops, all eagles.
We
Imagine if they extreme home makeover Lee's house. When he opened the door, it was full of eagles.
Remember way back when, I don't remember what the context was, but we were talking about eagles and we were talking about eagle dicks, and we Googled eagle dick, and that's when we found out that on the set of The Eagle, Channing Tatum got third-degree burns on his dick from boiling water.
Yeah, that's
What?
right.
I do
And we
not
also
remember
learned-
this at all.
And that's also when we learned the term cloaca.
Cloaca, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember pictures of eagle dicks.
And next to pictures of Channing Tatum.
Nothing says
Been on this
freedom
show for a
more.
while, y'all. Oh, what adventures we'll have.
We were me and Nyes were shooting that band way back in the day.
Way back
And
in the day.
we're all talking, and there's the opener playing, so it's pretty loud. So
Cure.
and then like right as everyone stopped and it just got like quiet, I screamed, "You ever punched a bald eagle in the fucking face?" I was like, "Oh shit, it's not loud anymore."
If they were dangerous, they wouldn't be almost dead.
I mean, he does have a point there. If you were so tough, you wouldn't be endangered.
That's right. Like, why aren't eagles?
Who's endangered right now? Eagles or people?
Well,
if only it were people.
I mean, it's not people.
Got
Say
too
that.
many people.
Well,
Too many
you keep
people,
buying
too
them
many
up.
choices.
All right, so with that nonsense out of the way, glad everybody's having a good time, all things considered. Let's fucking hit my music, Jason Nice.
oh shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Top 6.
I still like 6.
Yeah. So this week, as promised, we're going to do top 6 TV shows of 2022. But since Jose was too busy freezing his balls off last week to show up, he's going to fucking hit us up with his picks for top 6 movies from last year that we missed before. What you got, Jose?
Shit, I tell you this, I realized I have not watched a whole lot of shit that came out in 2022 in 2022.
That's what
So-
we all realized too.
At number 5, because I don't have a 6,
Damn. All right.
is Avatar 2.
Wow. Number 5 with a bullet.
Well, only because it's 5 because it's
by
the
default.
5th. Yeah. So this movie was both. It saw it in 3D. Had to see it in the theater the first time. The lady loved the first one, so it found out I was leaving. So like, okay, well, let's try to see it. So we watched it. Both parts amazing to watch visually, because of course the CG's fucking nasty at certain parts. It's just wild to see it, especially in 3D. But both dumb at the same time, because it is the same movie pretty much, and you had 14 years, and in the story they're narrating and they pull a fucking Emperor Palpatine. They're like, Sigourney Weaver's avatar gave birth and we adopted her. We still don't know how.
Okay.
What?
Then like,
Her
don't
dead
even
body
do
gave
that.
birth?
They don't know how. They showed her, but her body is in like a water chamber. I mean, I thought she was dead. I don't know why. It's like she's in a sleeping stasis, but she's dead. But she gave birth, and they don't know how. Which I thought in the first movie, I thought her avatar and her real body got sucked into the tree. So I don't know how it got up and walked back into the lab and gave birth. And neither do they.
They worked on this for how many years, and they didn't figure that
Well,
out.
I think they worked on the story for like a half hour, and then they worked on the CG and the technology for the next 14 years.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because it's just like, all right, everybody's back. Let's run it back. But what's bullshit, it's all bullshit. Because, like, it's the same movie. I was just story-wise, very disappointed. Don't make me wait 14 years to watch the same movie. In terms of, like, what it will do for movie making moving forward with the technology, probably a lot. And it was gorgeous to watch. But I will say this, worth it for 2 reasons. saw the Ant-Man trailer for the first time in 3D.
Nice.
And that's the fucking way to go to watch that trip of a movie. And saw the trailer for Mario in 3D, which I hope they fucking release that in 3D because that looked awesome in 3D.
Oh, we're doing 3D
Okay.
again.
I don't know.
I
I'm just
thought we
saying
were
it
done
looked
with
cool as shit.
Well, they never really stopped doing 3D. They just kind of stopped talking about it. Like it stopped becoming a selling point. Like I found out the other day because I had some old episodes of Always Sunny on, and
in 3D.
they're buying a 3D. One of the plot points, they're trying to get a 3D TV, and I was like, oh, that was a thing they did for a fucking minute. And you can buy a brand new 3D TV right now. They're still making them. Just nobody gives a shit. So I mean, there are a handful of fucking 3D dorks out there. They exist.
So that's my take on Avatar 2. Cool to watch, dumb to listen to.
Sounds like more of the same.
It's yeah. But if you like the first one, like if you really dug the first one, you'll enjoy this one.
I mean, it made $2 billion somehow.
Blows my fucking mind. Coming in at number 4, we got Thor. That came out in 2022, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Qualifies.
I had Thor on my list. I enjoyed Thor.
Good movie. I enjoyed it. I do think he got a little carried away. He could rein it back a little bit.
Taika, you mean?
Yeah. And more gore, man. Like,
Yeah.
you can't talk all this shit about Christian Bale's the greatest villain
More
in
gore.
MCU history, and you never see him.
More gore.
Yeah, they apparently left just a ton of it. Just cut it down because they were like,
4
They're
hours
like, no,
was
no.
the original cut.
yeah, they're like, no, this one's 90 minutes. Like, wait, what? You guys have been making movies that are too goddamn long for years. I'm like, nah, not this time.
Not this one.
Yeah. But Jane Foster was awesome. Like there was great moments, but there was some parts where they could have took it down a notch. And instead of going too over the top, maybe give us a little bit more of some other shit. But still a good movie. I wouldn't call for him to get fired because he made the one before, which was fucking awesome. So it's not like he has not made a good Thor movie. So I'd say give him another shot.
I had fun.
No, it's a fun. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
It is a fun movie, but there was all this hype on this villain that nobody saw.
The problem with Thor is that it's a fun movie. It has problems, but then those problems get like amplified by the people who are like, "Yeah, I told you it would suck because it has a woman Thor in it." It's like, well, no, like that's
a cop out.
not why.
She was
Got
awesome.
these broads
Yeah.
coming in being superheroes.
Exactly.
Melvin?
No, it's Jose 3.
Jose 3, what are you doing here? We're supposed to be eating pizza.
I'm over here having bad takes.
Oh no!
You know if Velma's bad?
I heard they made Velma a lesbian.
They made it a lesbian.
Oh no!
You know what they did to Shaggy?
Don't tell me.
Okay, I won't.
My heart.
You won't like it.
No.
They killed his dog.
That actually doesn't bother me that much.
Oh.
Yeah, but all
At
those
least they didn't
dogs.
make him black.
Oh. They made him black.
No.
I'm so sorry you had to find out this way.
Why?
It wasn't me.
That's what Shaggy said.
Let's do a whole show like that.
Only if Lee 2 can be there.
I already forgot the lead 2 voice. Nicole. It's got bird. It's good. I can't even get it out. I got nothing. Pull it
hell
out.
was that?
Before you got here, we were getting warmed up. We were talking about you being afraid of animals. I was doing my lead 2 voice. I was like, Nicole, it's got murder in its eyes. It's you describing a bird.
Okay. All right, sure. It's uncanny.
Haley too.
You seen my drill bits?
You definitely see my drill bits.
Lee too.
Yeah.
You gotta protect your dolls from the eagles.
Don't I know it?
What's your next movie, Jose? God damn it.
Pack your boys into their van so they can go play songs.
Number
Let me
three,
tell you
I
about
got
my week. This week I bought metal shutters for my windows.
That's great, Lee too. Lee too, tell us about your week.
I bought a spear gun. I'll never be afraid again.
That's good. I hope you sleep well tonight.
number three. I watched the 2022 smash hit Free Guy.
That movie wasn't bad.
No,
Yeah,
that
it,
movie was
it was a
fun.
fun time.
Fun. I liked Free Guy.
What TD's in it? He plays the villain. He plays a
Yep.
pretty good dickhead. His character's pretty good. Everyone's pretty good. It's a good movie. It's a fun movie. Do recommend the 2022 smash hit Free Guy. I think it just came out on streaming.
Yeah.
Two movies that fucking definitely came out. Goddamn, Prey
Yeah.
was the shit.
Yeah.
And that was fun. Me and I watched it, and it was like a fucking Predator movie.
Just makes
It
you want
was
to high
pretty-
five when it's done.
Yeah. It was, it was like that same vibe after watching Dread. Like,
Yep.
they got it. You know what I mean? Like, they got it. There were some good references. There was some good originality. There were some good moments where they gave you the Predator ones, some like with the mud. It was there and you thought, but then it's like, no, she does her own thing, which is pretty cool. Do recommend Prey very much. And then fucking goddamn Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Because the teaser, the trailer, and the movie all matched. And that's rarely seen when a movie comes out. Sometimes where they push it as one thing or the trailer's better, but like the vibe they gave from that teaser is what they stuck with. They didn't pull Suicide Squad. Oh, you're going to love Rogue One so much after finishing Andor. When Andor season 2's done, we're watching Rogue One. And you're going to fucking love it. You're going to be like, God damn it. I'm going to turn to look, and you're going to be fighting a smile, grinning from
You
ear
know
to
what?
ear.
You're right, because I'll have learned and gotten to know and care about the character.
And that's great. So now you can love it. And now I'll love it even more. But at the end, we'll both love it.
And we can both agree that Jyn Erso's terrible.
What's wrong with her? What'd she do?
Not much.
She needs a whole show.
Well, I mean, But Batman, y'all.
Batman's great.
Batman.
Batman was also my number one.
I got the fucking alert that they're doing the Batman live with the symphony.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go.
What?
Yeah, they're doing one in Chicago, which I thought was the only one because it popped up because I was in Chicago. And then Mary found that there was a Miami date.
You
No
gotta go.
shit.
Miami's in Florida, y'all.
It sure is.
We live
Heard
in
that.
Florida.
You sure do. You gotta
What?
go.
Bienvenido a Miami.
Jose 4?
But that's my movies, y'all.
You got
And apparently
TV
I didn't watch a 6th movie that came out in 2022.
You got no. You didn't. You saw Multiverse of Madness, but it's not on your list.
Oh, did I? Okay, well then I would have put that. I would put that above Free Guy.
Yes.
So, Avatar,
fine, that's
Thor, Free Guy, Multiverse of Madness, Prey,
Batman.
Batman.
Hey,
Fucking that Prey. That Prey was pretty. Oh, and NECA's doing a toy
NECA is doing a toy.
of what they call him, fucking naked boy predator.
The feral predator, they call it. I think.
Yeah, feral predator.
It's gonna be dope.
Such a fucking bomb ass. And also, I think I also realized I've watched even less shows that came out in 2022.
Oh, well, do we want to do his shows now?
Might as
Yeah,
well.
go for it, Jose. What you got?
I'm
Do
here.
it.
I got Peacemaker, which I just found out came out and qualifies as 2022.
Yep.
That comes in at my number 3. And then I got the first 4 episodes of Hot D, House of the Dragon. Have not finished,
Oh yeah.
but do enjoy the Hot D. And then Wednesday, that show's fucking pretty great. It is fun to watch. The Morticia and Gomez, not my favorite. They don't beat Raul Julia and Angelica Houston. Like they had great chemistry, and that was not that Christina Ricci wasn't good, but I want those as the parents of this Wednesday.
Yeah, you can believe that Raul Julia and Angelica Houston are soulmates, madly in love with one another. Not necessarily the same for Catherine Zeta-Jones and Luis Guzman,
Yeah. Not that they don't do good as their characters.
but he's a
It's
straight
just-
up.
Also, like
that bar was so
It's
high.
impossible. To, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
it's impossible to reach those heights.
Mhm.
Luis Guzman is a straight up goblin.
Yeah, that one scene where like it's just his fucking close up face. And he's just like smiling like a fucking creepo. And she's a great Wednesday. It's fun. It's pretty much Riverdale Hogwarts.
Mhm.
Yep.
But I'll watch a season 2 of it. I'm down.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
I'll see if I agree with anybody else who names a show that
You saw.
I may have seen. But as of right now, those are the only 3 I can think of that came out in 2022.
Well,
So that's
all
my top 3,
Top
6.
top 3.5.
The other I drank on the way to the show.
Ridiculous. All right, so yeah, so I was thinking that we'd probably have a lot more crossover collectively on this one than the movies, because there was lots of different types of movies and shit like that. But yeah, I got Peacemaker on mine. I already had Peacemaker on my list, but then that opening clip made me remember just how fucking silly and fun that show was, man.
Mhm.
Like he's John Cena is so good at being Peacemaker. Like it's perfect casting.
And now all the Snyder Cut boys are flipping out because they think the entire DC universe is going to be Peacemaker.
That would be
You know
so
what?
cool, you guys.
Maybe it should. Maybe.
Just
You
Peacemaker
should make
fucking
all
great.
of your things good. Have you considered that?
DC make something good challenge.
Yeah.
Beginning, middle, end. Likable characters, growth, development, arcs of these characters. Yeah. A lack of foreboding and dread at every possible frame. 0 Martians gaslighting Superman's father.
No one nuts inside Martian Manhunter.
Not one time.
Yes.
Listen, frankly, I want to see more scenes of Jonathan Kent nutting inside a Martian Manhunter, not less.
He just starts, he's just drinking because he's trying so hard. He wants a kid so hard, but he can't. And he's just like, "Is it me? He doesn't?" He has all the tests. For some reason, his wife won't go in. She doesn't. She's like, "Oh, we don't need a fertility doctor." He's like, "God damn it, Martha, we need something." The whole time, fucking little green man from space.
Yep.
The true tragedy of Man of Steel.
Yeah, maybe he did find out, and that's why he's like, "No, son,
No.
let me go.
God, please let me go.
I will.
This tornado.
I am
for a
volunteering
decade.
to go into this tornado because I have found the truth."
I offer myself as tribute to the tornado.
Yeah, because son, if you knew what I knew, it wouldn't be pretty.
Oh God. I said Wednesday on my list. Wednesday because not only is Wednesday really cool, we liked it, but it's also like one of those. Hell, it might be the only show that my whole family watched together and had a good time with. Because even Jack dug it. It was a lot of fun. Wednesday was great. Next, I'm going Chainsaw Man because it lived up to the hype big time. I had big expectations for it, and so far it's crushed all the expectations. It's so fucking fun.
Yeah, they
So
did a good
good.
job with it.
The just looks great. I think it's a very faithful adaptation, and the thing I like the most is that they were able, I think, to capture perfectly just the frantic action of the manga. Like Denji fights like a crazy person. Like there's no style to it. There's no technique. He just fights like a fucking force of nature, and they animated the hell out of it. It looks great. Very, very cool.
They did, and they also did a good job of like the quiet moments.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of stuff in Chainsaw Man and really all of Fujimoto's work where just he lets stuff breathe.
Yeah.
Like just little moments here and there, and it's just they do that really well in the anime because they could have easily just cut some of that stuff, but it's like you
I
need
mean,
that
what,
for
12
pacing.
episodes, and what would you say? Maybe 4 like real significant like fights.
Yeah.
Not a ton. So like those little character moments happen, and it's great that the character moments are allowed to happen because the characters are so fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're such weird, quirky little characters that it's good that you get a chance to know them before inevitably horrible things happen to them.
Yep.
It's very, very good. It's very, very good.
So is he always Chainsaw Man, or he turns into Chainsaw Man?
No,
He turns into Chainsaw Man.
Okay, so
Yeah,
he
he turns
does have
into
like
Chainsaw
a
Man because-
normal persona, a normal identity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the world full of monsters that they call devils. And they're a part of life, and there's a government body that hunts and kills the devils, and even civilians can as well. And most of them are malevolent, but some of them are don't give a shit. Some of them are quite frankly fun, friendly towards people. And so Denji growing up was friends with Pochita the chainsaw devil, little cute orange dog thing with a chainsaw for a face, and he inherited all of his old man's debts. So like he's been selling off his organs and shit like that, trying to pay off his debts to these yakuza. And he dies fighting the yakuza, and instead of letting him die, Pochita the chainsaw devil replaces Denji's heart. So his heart is the chainsaw devil. So he's not quite human. He's not quite a devil. He's this other thing. And his life has been so shitty up to the point that the show begins that he's willing to take basically any kind of horrible thing that happens to him in his life go on these missions that any one of them could be a suicide mission, all because he gets to, like, eat 3 meals a day, sleep inside, take a bath whenever he wants to, and touch a boob now and again. That's all he really wants. He's a simple guy.
All right. Just the small joys in life.
Yeah. Denji's all about the small joys.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, it's very good. I think you'd really like it, Jose. It's very good.
All right. We'll. Now it was a book first, then.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And they haven't announced it, but there will certainly be a season 2, I'm sure.
And where is this on?
It's on Crunchyroll, but it's also on Hulu. I think it's
Okay.
just the dub. I don't think is on Hulu, but if you don't care about that, then you can watch it on there.
I got the Hulus.
It's very good.
You said the dubbed is not on that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
It may be eventually, but it's not right now.
I'll read. I'm an adult. I can do
It's
it.
very good. The performances are very good too. Next up, I'm going with fucking The Boys, y'all. The Boys. This season with Soldier Boy coming back. It was real good, man. Real
I
good.
think I'm fucking 2 behind on that.
I intentionally
with-
left The Boys off of my list because I knew you were going to talk about it, Lee.
Oh, it was so good, man. Like, I'm a big Jensen Ackles guy anyway, so seeing him do some crazy shit was cool. The arcs with MM's arc is great. The stuff with Huey's great. Goddamn, the Deep sucks. The Deep sucks so much. A-Train sucks so much.
And you always say it every season with The Boys. You're like, The Boys never disappoints in showing me something that I've never seen before.
Yeah, always something new. You never know what the fuck's gonna happen. And like the Homelander is like top tier all time TV villains now. Like he was always great, but now that he fucking took off his training, his fucking regulators, he's amazing. Like the performance is great. That fucking guy that plays him is just so ridiculous. Like I saw this picture of him on set. I guess they were doing like close-ups. So he's on set wearing like his Homelander gear from the waist up, but below that he's just wearing like cargo shorts and Vans, walking around like half a Homelander. Like this shit's hot. I'm not gonna worry if I don't have to. And it's a hilarious picture. Yeah, I can't wait to see what they do next. And it's one of those things where you have no fucking idea what they're gonna do next because they have left behind the plot of the comics completely. Like it's just completely its own thing now, and so you never know what the hell's gonna happen next. Oh, and speaking of, you never know what's gonna happen next. This last season of Riverdale, you guys, was fucking batshit.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Batshit
Riverdale.
crazy. Fuck yeah, Riverdale.
Forgot to have that on my list.
So I don't want to miss anything, Kelly. So keep me honest here. This season of Riverdale, you got parallel universes.
Yep.
You got superpowers.
Yep.
Archie
you got-
became
you got-
invulnerable.
Yep. Yeah. Archie became super invincible.
Jughead
vulnerable-
got his superpower, which was being deaf.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. His superpower is being deaf. Betty could see auras, which they used for this ridiculous arc of a trash bag based serial killer.
Yep.
All right.
TBK.
TBK.
Yeah,
which I actually
the
just
trash
listened
bag
to.
killer.
I just listened to a podcast today about the real life trash bag killer. That guy was a real piece of shit.
What?
Yeah, there was a real There were a couple guys that had that name for a minute. But yeah, this
Some
guy.
kind of Riverdale copycat?
No, he killed 32 men and boys between like 68 between the mid 60s to early 70s. He was a fucking monster. This guy.
Jesus.
All right. Well, all I'm hearing is that Archie single-handedly saved 32 men and boys.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yeah. What else? The devil. The devil makes an appearance more
That's
than once, I
true.
believe.
Yes.
Yep. The actual devil.
Yep.
And then his kind of crony from another universe just does a full-on like rips off Needful Things for the people of Riverdale for a good chunk of the time. There's some public beheadings. That was kind of fun.
All right.
At
there
the
sure
hands
was.
of the aforementioned Devil Man. Some lesbian ghosts possess
yeah.
the bodies
There we
of their
go, there we
lesbian
go.
descendants and have
Yep.
sex.
Yep.
Because
Yep, that
Sabrina was
happened.
there for that.
Yeah, Sabrina. Yeah, Sabrina brokered the lesbian sex possession party.
As you
And
do,
all of-
as you do.
Yeah, and all of this was very important. They had to have the lesbian sex possession party. Otherwise, how are they going to stop the meteor from crashing into Riverdale, you guys?
Yeah.
Well, everything you have said is solid.
It's the best show on television.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's fucking so stupid. I love it. I'm sure I'm leaving something out because it was wall-to-wall fucking bonkers this season.
Cheryl basically became the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had Phoenix powers.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, she
Yeah.
was the Phoenix.
Yeah.
And then
She-
they
like,
reset
they didn't call her
reality.
the Phoenix, but she was the Phoenix.
She
Yeah.
was the Phoenix.
Did they do the Phoenix better than X-Men did the Dark Phoenix?
Well, I mean,
Basically.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Not to mention that all of this started because someone put a pipe bomb under Archie's bed.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Archie's Veronica's dad tried to blow up Archie with a pipe bomb, and that started everything. And so he got murdered off camera.
Yeah.
The dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Veronica put a hit out on him, and then she like called the guy and was like, "Hey, I think I want to change mine." He was like, "No, he dead." It's like, oh,
He's like, that's not how hits work.
Yeah, but it was off screen, which means he's not.
Yeah, he's not dead.
no, definitely not. But who knows? Because the final season, which starts, they're in some crazy ass like retro 50s Archie comic style Riverdale. So who the fuck knows what's
Lee,
gonna happen?
Did you touch on Veronica as the what the fuck did she call
Oh,
herself?
she was the Black Widow.
The wolfness of
The
Wall
she
Street or
wolf of
whatever.
Wall Street.
Yeah,
right?
The she
that.
wolf of Wall Street. Yeah.
And then she
Yeah.
was also poisonous.
Yeah, she was poisonous.
She was.
Yeah, that was
She was Poison Ivy.
yeah.
Cheryl was
Early
the
on-
Phoenix.
Yeah, early on, Riverdale was unincorporated, so like anything could happen or something. Like it was a fucking lawless hellscape, and so she was like, she came back. No, maybe that was last season where they all came back. I guess, yeah. But I remember,
Yeah, was
she
that
was
this
like,
season or last season when
No, it was
Veronica
last season
printed
when they
her
came
own
back.
money?
That's right, it was last season. Sorry, right. Veronica printed
Oh,
her
yeah.
own money.
It all
last
blends
season.
together.
I can't tell you when anything happens because of like how they do the half seasons. Like I never know
Right.
what season we're on.
I was just thinking that same thing. I was like, wait, was that last season or just the first half of this season?
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's fucking amazing. It's great.
All I'm hearing
Yeah.
is Riverdale wild.
Dude, Riverdale
yeah.
wild.
Jose, I swear, you and Cher would have the time of your life.
No, we
watching
started it. We loved it. We just haven't jumped back on it. It's one of those ones where we're like, man, what should we watch? And we keep forgetting that we have
Yeah.
The
started.
funny thing about Riverdale is that when you start it, it's just like any other like sexy teen show,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then at some point,
It is not.
it's
it is
fucking
not.
bonkers. It's
Yeah.
bonkers. That like season 1, it was like, how do I tell my dad I don't want to play football? I want to be a musician. And then season
Yeah.
7 is like, we need to pool our superpowers to stop the devil from destroying the town. Like,
because if the devil
Ridiculous.
builds a railway through Riverdale, then I don't
Oh,
know.
you
Then
can
the
get
battle
those-
happened.
The ghost train.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ghost train. Yeah.
We got some puzzles to
Ghost train.
make.
Also,
So-
please, everyone give those two ghosts their privacy. They're fucking.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't mind the fact.
Remember
yeah,
when they had a
it's fine.
gang war that they settled with a drag race?
Yep.
Sure did.
Remember that time Jughead cut a tattoo off of a woman?
I think it's season 3. The entire through line of the season is like evil Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh, it's so fucking wild. It's great. I'm gonna miss it so much.
Yeah.
So there, season 8 is going to be it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. This is the last one, and I can't wait to see what they do because it's the end. You know, they're gonna fucking go like any any fucks that were left on the table are gone. Not a single fuck left to give. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yep.
And then last one I'll talk about, and again, these are in no particular order, but fucking Dahmer, y'all. That Dahmer show on the Netflix. I'm not like, I don't get mad about awards seasons because I'm a fucking grown adult and I don't give a shit. But I was very surprised to not see Evan Peters get a nomination for Dahmer. It's an amazing performance.
Well, he won the Golden Globe for it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I'm thinking Emmy. He didn't get an Emmy nod, but Golden Globe. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm surprised Richard Jenkins wasn't nominated.
Yeah.
Because he goes through some fucking emotions.
Yeah. No, it's really, really good. And, it's...
geez, Dad, I don't know. I got drunk again. Just playing around with the boys. I just murdered a guy. Sorry.
Goes to his... He's like, I want my special good boy box back. All right, go. And he's like, I can't give you the back. There's a bunch of heads in it. I can't give you the box back, Dad. Got to clean it out first. It's really, really good.
That first episode is easily one of the scariest things I've watched in 10 years.
Yeah, it's great. Just building to a moment, man. The suspense is off the fucking charts. And that first episode is great. And, fairly accurate as far as, their portrayal of the story. It's pretty good. Would recommend if you haven't seen it. And if you don't mind just being just disturbed.
Yeah, not feeling good about yourself. It's entertaining, but it's gross.
Four swims.
Yeah, it's good. Like, it's well done. Everything about it is well executed, but it's a fucking bummer.
I made a bunch of weed butter while watching Dahmer, so I will always associate weed butter with Dahmer now.
One of the cool things about it, though, is it shows that the police have always been incompetent.
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Fantastic.
These aren't new problems. These aren't brand new problems.
Yeah, we just hear about them quicker because of the internet.
Oh, yeah. Well, apparently not, because you hear this shit about the shooting in California where it took 5 hours before the cops told anyone that the shooter was on the run.
Jesus.
Like, they just didn't send word up along the chain that, this shooter was still on the loose.
Ugh. Cool.
Great.
And Alec Baldwin, guilty of criminal negligence. Okay.
Is that the shooter you're talking about, Nice? Police are like, attention public, Alec Baldwin out there on the loose. Lee 2 was like, oh no.
It just goes to show you.
Lee, get under the desk. Alec Baldwin's got a gun.
It just goes to show you Alec Baldwin.
Thank God he doesn't have an eagle.
Rich, famous, powerful, still can't get off an involuntary manslaughter charge, but a cop, fucking Teflon.
Yeah.
In this country, a cop has more power than Alec Baldwin. Is that the America you want to live in? All right. I got a bunch of shout outs. Just like I shouted out last week for the movies, I got to shout out any of the documentary series we watched. There's just been so many of them. We see a cool topic and we fucking watch it. We watched one recently, the Pepsi Where's My Jet, where the dude called...
How is that? I remember that story from when we were kids.
It was a really fun watch and surprisingly inspirational. I would definitely check it out. Pepsi Where's My Jet. It's the guy who in the commercial, they said you could buy a Harrier jet with Pepsi points. And this kid was like, yes, I want a jet, and got a fucking money guy behind it and got some lawyers. And Pepsi's like, funny joke, kid.
And then he's like, no, really?
Yeah, exactly.
Did you get that jet?
Lee, he did not get that jet. Spoiler alert. Lee,
Lame.
you've been talking about this show for years, but me and Mary finally sat down and binge watched Righteous Gemstones.
Monkey Rooster.
Love it.
Fuck yeah.
Good shit. Shout out Abbott Elementary, which we picked up this year, and we're now watching the new episodes. Really fun, very Office-esque, if you're into that kind of thing. Both 1,000-Pound Sisters and 1,000-Pound Best Friends are back right now, y'all. It is a golden age of television. Just
That's a fucking 2,000 pounds of wonder.
Nothing makes you feel better in January, which is like, traditionally the weight loss months, the New Year's resolutions, than watching 1,000-Pound Sisters or 1,000-Pound Best Friends. Like, just give you so much self-esteem. You don't even know. Also, shout out AEW Dynamite, which probably 90% of the time puts out a banger ass show. Like, no matter what kind of is going on behind the scenes. They went through 3 months last year where CM Punk threw all their plans into disarray, and they were able to continue to put out quality television every week. And then,
while it may be a bummer that, whatever plans they had for those guys that became the Firm fell apart, it did give Stokely a bigger part on TV, and I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Like, when he called Brian Danielson, I should say, a raggedy bitch in an arena full of people.
That was so good.
And what did he say last week? He was like, I am pissed to the highest level of pistivities.
Pistosity, yeah.
Yeah, pistosity.
Some shit.
That's pretty good.
And then my last shout out, this just got bumped off my list because I remembered another show I wanted to add to my top 6. That Pam and Tommy show with Sebastian Stan and Lily James, where
Did not finish.
At one point, Sebastian Stan as Tommy Lee talks to his dick, who is voiced by Jason Mantzoukas, and talk about shit that you've never seen on TV before. But really cool. The whole story. Seth Rogen's the guy that stole the tape. Just a really, really interesting, entertaining show. All right, my list proper. This one just made the list because I remembered it. And Jose, you're gonna kick yourself that you didn't think of this. Fucking Shoresy. Love Letterkenny, but I think Shoresy's better.
Yes.
Shoresy's more serious, but still funny. Oh man, but it's still got the
I just watched that in like 2 nights. The other night, going to bed, I put it on to go to bed.
Every episode has the cool like music video segment that everything's in slow mo. Love that shit.
Damn, yeah, that's a good one.
Number 5, Peacemaker. We talked about it earlier. There was some concern about whether a Peacemaker show would work, but then you think about all of the parts involved and James Gunn's behind it, and it fucking kicked ass every week. What an enjoyable show to watch. Number 4, we talked about Dahmer.
All-time theme song. All-time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dahmer fucked my shit up for a few weeks in the late fall there. So that's one of the highest recommendations I can give something that's kind of creepy. Number 3, can't believe none of y'all mentioned this, but She-Hulk was a joy from start to finish.
Fucking forgot about She-Hulk. Yes, enjoyed She-Hulk very much.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes
that feels like fucking 4 years ago.
Yeah, that was like 4 months ago.
Holy shit.
Sometimes the CGI is sketchy, but then sometimes it is so good. And boy, mommy, does She-Hulk do it. And that finale that went so meta, amazing. Loved it.
Goofy. And I didn't care for the finale. Like, the finale is what kept it off my list, quite honestly.
Aw. Goofy, silly bullshit from start to finish. Love it. My number 2, I'm cheating. Talk about AEW putting out banger shows every week. In my opinion, I know not everyone agrees, but the Star Wars Disney Plus shows in 2022, you got Boko Bobo Fett, which I love.
Oh, I forgot all of those.
Boko Bobo Fett
almost made the list.
Obi-Wan Kenobi and Andor, all vastly different shows, but just so much fun, man.
Yeah, but
I
all
ended
those
up liking
back on my
Obi-Wan more
list.
than I thought. Obi-Wan was better than I thought it was gonna be. It was fun.
Dude, that fucking Obi-Wan Vader, everything Vader
Yeah.
was top-notch shit.
Yeah, that's what you're here for, is the Obi-Wan Vader shit. And spoiler alert, you get a bunch of Obi-Wan Leia shit, which is also pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then my number one, this also should have been on all of your lists. I know it will be on Kelly's list, or I will be disappointed. Nothing like it I've ever seen on TV. I'll never see anything like it again until they do season 2. But my number one's The Rehearsal.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. Saw that and really enjoyed
Talk
that.
about fucking my shit up. Yeah. The rehearsal fucked my shit up for a while. Yeah, I fucking forgot all about it. Too much stuff.
Yeah,
There's a
all of
lot.
that feels like 4 years ago.
Oh, the rehearsal. We talked about the rehearsal a lot, so no need to go into it too much, but fuck, you're right, man. That was, yeah.
Like, beats Boko Boba Fett for me.
Incredible
That
crazy.
bit of television.
Nathan Fielder does not ride a Rancor in The Rehearsal, but still, it got number one.
You know what? Who knows? Season 2.
Don't put it past him.
One of my favorite things about that was, maybe just a few weeks later, he ended up on like the Jumbotron at a ball game.
At the World
and was
Series.
Not interested.
Yeah.
Looking like a serial killer.
Just staring daggers.
So good. All right, what do you got, Kelly?
All right, what do I got? Number 6. I'm going with Ultraman Decker. This did actually just wrap up like last week, so it trickles a little into 2023. But it was nice after.
Going out.
I know. After last
I'm
season's Ultraman being kind of bad, I was happy that it was pretty good with this season. Liked all the characters a lot. The action was cool. Monster suits were cool. Miniature work was incredible as always. So yeah, good time, and it's all on YouTube, which is nice.
They do bring a different level to the miniatures in the Ultraman shows. It's wild.
Yeah, no, the team they have working on that stuff is insane. And they always shoot it in really interesting ways, too.
Yeah, you'll get shots from like inside buildings, stuff like that. It's very cool.
And like half the time you think it's like inside of like an actual room and they just like blue screen stuff, and then well they did, but then it turns out everything inside is a miniature.
It's crazy.
It's wild. Number 5 going AEW Dynamite. 95% of the time the show is pretty great. So yeah, I can't go wrong with that.
Sometimes there's
wrestling
something
fan.
that's a little bit cringe or that they don't follow up on. Sometimes a match goes flat. Sometimes Madison Rayne looks like stepmom, but the best wrestling on network television or on cable television
Easy
currently.
in years. Number 4 going Peacemaker, just because.
Fuck yeah, bro.
I had honestly forgotten it was from this year. It feels like it was so long
It
ago.
was
from
January.
2022.
Peacemaker
okay.
and Boba Fett were both January.
Okay, that's why it feels so long
Yes.
ago. Okay, so yeah, this Peacemaker's so good. Number 3, show that Lee also watched, My Dress Up Darling. Just
Yeah, that almost
Love-
made the list.
love those kids.
Yeah.
Beautiful animation. Just a
Turn
pleasant,
Zoe onto that
pleasant
one.
show.
Zoe, we're about halfway through it, but me and Zoe were kind of watching off and on, and Zoe's like, "Do they get together?" I'm like, "You gotta watch." She's like, "I want them to be together so bad." I'm like, "Everybody wants them to be together."
Yeah,
The whole point.
That's the whole point, Zoe.
Man, just like everyone wants her and Toy Store Air to be together.
Yeah, you move on that at all?
No, I have not.
All right. We'll plot. Yeah. But yeah, no, I love that show. I'm very excited for whenever season 2 comes out. Because it's just so pleasant.
Yeah.
I'm on mute. All of that lost to mute.
Number 2, The Rehearsal.
Yeah.
fucking love
Number
that show
2.
so much.
Interesting.
Thank you for
I-
getting us into it,
Yeah,
Kelly.
I've inflicted that show upon so many people. Because that is the only way you can say that. You can't be like, "Oh, I recommended this show to someone." It's like, no.
It's like The Ring.
Yeah. You gotta show someone else once you see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're like, I can't be the only one. I need to experience someone else watching this too. That's my favorite part, is just having watched it and then going over to my friend's house and being like, you guys want to see something fucked up? And making them watch the rehearsal. And next thing I know, we've watched the first 4 episodes.
And once you're 4 episodes in, you might as well finish it.
Yeah. And then my number 1 on Amazon Prime, Kamen Rider Black Sun.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. Yes.
Yeah, incredible television. Just a super well-written show. Action's awesome. The single most anti-racism, anti-police, anti-government show you'll ever see.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes hard.
It goes hard as fuck. I assure you, when Shinzo Abe was assassinated, everyone that was on staff of this show high-fived in excitement over it.
Yeah. You're probably right. Oh.
Like, this show is nuts. The violence is insane. All the practical effects look great. Like, it's a killer show. I can't recommend it highly enough. And
And
that's my
it's
list.
one of those things too where you need absolutely no knowledge going into it of any
Oh yeah,
Kamen Rider
yeah. You
bullshit,
can just
whatever.
jump
You
right
just-
in.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
And
yeah,
if
highly
you're
recommend
a
that.
movie person who was big up on 2021 movies and you enjoyed Drive My Car, the lead actor of that is the lead actor in Kamen Rider Black Sun.
There you go.
Academy Award nominated actor.
Great performances. He's phenomenal. He's great.
He's great.
very, very good.
He's had a great couple of years. He was Drive My Car, Kamen Rider Black Sun, and he was in Ultraman, Shin Ultraman too.
Oh, right on.
Drive My Car.
Drive My Car.
What you got, Mahoney?
All right, so a lot of these
Take
we
us
talked
home,
about. I won't revisit necessarily the ones that we talked about, like Peacemaker and all those. Those are all great. But what I will add to the list, did anybody say Moon Knight? I feel like nobody said Moon Knight.
Nope.
No one
Yeah.
said Moon Knight.
Moon Knight was a good time.
Yeah,
That's
while
alright.
while I thought Star Wars had a great year on Disney Plus, Marvel not so much.
Yeah.
No? Well, I liked Moon Knight.
Moon Knight's I like Moon Knight okay. Just
Yeah.
my biggest problem with Moon Knight is well documented. Other than that, it's all right. Just
Did any of the rest of you watch that Jack Reacher show on Amazon?
No, but I kind of want to because
It was
homeboy
very
who
good.
plays Jack Reacher. I like him. He's really good.
Yeah. He was Hawk on the Hawk and Dove or on Titans?
Yeah, he was Hawk and Titans. He was Raphael in those live action turtle movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was a good time.
And
I would
he was
recommend
Smallville Aquaman way back when.
that. It was.
Yeah.
That was a good show. I think you would all enjoy that.
Real hog on him.
I didn't enjoy necessarily the Murderville show, but the Murderville Christmas special made the whole rest of the show worthwhile. So, if Murderville the show was not for you, give the Christmas special a watch. Somebody kills Santa Claus, and
Did not see the Christmas special. I missed that one.
he has
Damn.
to
Yep.
solve the mystery with Jason Bateman and Maya Rudolph. And it's phenomenal.
Did you also feel really smart at the end if you got the murderer right? Because I was always like, yay!
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah, I would have the same reaction.
They'll straight up tell you who the murderer is if you follow the clues.
I would
Well,
have
yeah,
the
of course,
same
that's the
reaction
point.
at the end of Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
And then the last show that I want to talk about, I'm going to give a negative shout out to that fucking White Lotus show. That show was so hyped, and that show sucks ass. I don't know why anybody enjoys that.
I haven't seen the second one, but I like the first season. It's just
No, that's
weird.
nonsense. Don't say that.
I liked it. It's all right. Everyone's
Take that back.
fucking weird.
It's awful. It's awful. It's like watching a live stream of a hotel lobby.
Okay.
And then
You didn't like Armand? Come on. You didn't like Armand?
No,
Come on,
I
it
did
was
not
fun.
like Armand. I did not like anything about that show. And I almost forgot another great show, Marceline the Horse Queen on Stars. Very good.
You made
Very
that
good
up.
time.
There's no fucking way.
Great time, Lee.
Truth Eagle says that's a lie.
Oh, I totally forgot. We talked about this all before the show. And then I was like, oh shit, right. I was supposed to make up a fake show.
Marceline the Horse Queen.
But you know what? For a second there, I was like, yeah, that sounds like something. That sounds like a streaming show for sure.
Yeah.
Like they
You
make
don't
way
remember
too
her?
much
She
shit.
was the queen of Portugal back in 1483. Famously loved Magellan.
Magellan, get a shout out.
Played by the brother from Wings in the show.
Tremendous. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, well, at some point we lost Jose.
I don't know where
He
he went.
gone. He gone. If he knows what's good for him, he went to fucking watch Riverdale. He caught up before the last season starts.
Hope so.
Man, it's wild. Well, that was fun. It's a good time. And again, you know,
Silly goose
I
hours.
know that my experience was unique, but you know, fuck 2022. Did not care for it one bit. So I'm glad to stop talking about it. Move
Lee's
on to
like,
new shit.
fuck 2022. Let's do 3 weeks of recapping 2022.
Yeah. But no, see, we're talking about the good things. There were some good stuff that came out of 2022. We do, we may have talked about it before, but we do a tradition at our New Year's Eve party where we have a metal bucket and everybody writes down.
You put
like,
your
you know,
keys
the-
in there.
Yeah. Then you swap, you put a bunch of keys and a bunch of locks in. You got to find, you write down kind of, you know, the stuff that you didn't, you know, the stuff that you want to kind of move past. We burn the shit that's in the bucket. Write down stuff, you burn it, you know. And I normally don't do a whole lot just because, you know, it's whatever. But I did take a card out and a big black Sharpie marker. I just wrote all my dick stuff. We set that on fire.
Your dick had a wild year.
It really did. Really did. But, you know, finish strong, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm thinking that there was some real low lows and probably some highs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but pretty high highs. We might have had a high just last night. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Probably some low loads and probably some full loads too.
Yeah. But not a one of them shooting anything but blanks. Thank you, science. So, yeah. Join us back next week. We'll talk about God knows what. Who the fuck even knows?
Oh, I thought we were going
some-
to talk about God.
Well, next week is
Next week, the podcast
Have you heard
gets
the
you
good
hot
word?
takes on God.
next week is episode 619. If we wanted to do a Rey Mysterio topic,
Top
do,
6 Rey
our-
Mysterios.
Our best Rey Mysterio impression. You know what?
Well,
Two
hey-
things I'll never forget about Rey Mysterio. One, when Kevin Nash threw him into the production truck like a fucking dart.
yes,
Yep.
And two, when he killed that guy in Mexico.
Yeah.
right.
Have I ever told you guys about the dream I had about Rey Mysterio?
When he
No,
drilled
but
into
you
the
gotta.
wall with a lightsaber.
No. One time I dreamt that I was at a wedding and Rey Mysterio was there, and Rey Mysterio was drunk, and he got up on a table and took off his pants to show everyone his dick, and his dick just unfurls and like touches the ground. It was like 7 feet long.
Rey Mysterio was in our Uber before when we went to All In. Didn't see his dick though. It will be.
I had a dream. No, go ahead. Sorry.
It will be the week before the Royal Rumble if we wanted to tie that in somehow. Do like a Royal Rumble. We could do a fucking wrestler porn star Royal Rumble.
Oh,
Yep,
there
Mr.
we
Porn
go.
Star's
There
good.
it is.
I like it. Yep.
Mahoney, you're around next week, right?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, I am.
Hello?
There you go.
Hey, Jose.
Hey, he's back.
I was never gone. I was there the whole time. My waveform was moving. I'm hearing everything everyone's saying.
We couldn't even see your waveform.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Fucking talk.
Since he
All right.
is back, and we're likely not doing another Pop Fantasy Football show, Mahoney.
Oh, shit, right.
Have you figured out Jose's punishment?
I have indeed.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
All right, Jose. I was going to do some research before we unveiled this, but as the winner of the Cucked 6 Loser Bowl, it falls to me. My duty is to
Being
punish
the
you.
winner of the Loser Bowl.
The winner of the
Loser
Cut
Bowl,
6,
exactly.
yes.
Yep.
So I won.
Yeah, you won the Cucked 6 championship.
So
And
you're saying I'm a winner.
and number one draft
You
pick.
won something. All right, so let me look up here how many losses you had. You had
I know I lost to fucking Lee every
69.
time.
You went 6-9. Does that count the
69, bro.
playoffs?
No, it
All
doesn't count the playoffs.
No.
What
So then
playoffs?
that would have
I
been
didn't
what,
think-
11?
6 and 11, yeah.
Would've been
He would have
11.
lost twice.
We'll count it. We'll count it as the 9. We'll count it as the 9. So I always like to give two options, right? I like to give an easy option, a hard option.
Pick a hand.
I'm thinking because Jose, deep down, like I love you dearly. I don't want to punish you, so I figured we'd make this something you enjoy. And I know you like making videos. I'm figuring you can either make one TikTok for every loss you suffered, for a total of 9, or if you can get an NFL team to retweet or stitch or whatever, acknowledge your TikTok in some way, you can call it a wrap after that.
And whose TikTok does this have to be under?
Oh, I don't give a shit. You got to make one or something. I don't know. This is all for you to figure out. You're the champion of the Loser Bowl. This is your cross to bear.
I am a champion.
You're gonna have
But
to
I
make
know you
yourself
love
a
making
belt
videos.
for your
Heavy
TikTok.
is the head that wears the loser's crown.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you make one video about kissing Tom Brady's son on the lips, and maybe he responds, and then you're done. You're out.
Your
Truth.
TikTok should essentially be my fantasy football punishment was I needed to do 9 TikToks to match all of my losses. This is number 1. Follow along for the next one. Part
don't think his
2 of
creative
9
spirit will allow
of
for
my
it.
fantasy football punishment.
No, it's gotta be better than that. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna
I
do
can
it.
I can already
I
hear
don't-
the wheels turning.
Yeah.
Wow. Punishment's a punishment.
Well, wait.
I live
What
up-
are the two what's the other choice?
Well, what? Okay, but by when is there?
The other choice, it was the 9 or the 1.
Oh, okay. I thought the 1 was a contingency, an asterisk to.
Well, yeah.
No.
I thought that if I in the middle of doing these, if I do land one that gets acknowledgement, that
Okay,
ends it
all
right
right.
there.
All
That-
right,
that's what
fine.
I thought.
That's
you
fine.
were
We'll
saying.
count that as a contingency, and then your other option is you can move in with Lee for a year.
Oh, I made a
Coming.
face.
Lee, I'm coming in, Lee. I'm coming in, Lee. Here comes your fucking. Hey, well, bright side, I'm on the road most of the year.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Andy's not gonna unleash any dick ladybugs in your house.
Man, I found so many bugs when I was moving shit around. They just went behind a bunch of optimists to die. And I'm like, fucking you gross assholes. Didn't care for it.
I am one with the Energon now.
Oh, God. Well, all right. Look forward to that. Look forward to your talks, Jose.
God damn it. All right.
You know what I've learned from TikTok? You know what you need to get? Somebody with Down syndrome.
Oh, Jesus.
Can you imagine if I was like 9 regular TikToks or 1 with someone with Down syndrome?
No.
One that gets noticed by someone on Nice Talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Your talk needs to show up in my feed naturally.
Oh.
God damn it.
Oh, God. All right. Whew. Let's call it. Next week, back with the internet's favorite game show, Wrestler and Porn Star. Be good times.
Over
Not
the
feeling good about
top
Mahoney's
orgy
chances.
Royal Rumble.
Yep. Yeah, and that'll be it. So we'll be back next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. For Jason Nyes, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, and our good buddy Mahoney, I am the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Talk to you guys next week. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
Lee just shit himself.
So loud!
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Fucking Google something.
Holy shit. You fucking Google ass bitch.
I didn't want to say it.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
You fucking
Google ass bitch. Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
You fucking Google ass bitch.
That's it. Show's over. We're done.